Welcome to this week's Toastmasters podcast. I'm Carl Thormeyer. I'm a distinguished Toastmaster, longtime member of Naval Postgraduate School Toastmasters, and also a parliamentarian for District 4. And I am a harbinger of good things in Toastmasters Club, and I suppose that includes grammar. Now we have a special guest today. She is an advanced Toastmaster Bronze who loves the English language and the normalcy of that language. And she also speaks fluent French and Italian and enjoys the nuances of language learning. Here to give a Toastmasters Grammar Girl talk is Mary Lineberger.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you for welcoming me to your show. Just to give a bit of background about myself, I do enjoy grammar a great deal. I grew up in a family of lovers of the English language. My parents are both very serious about grammar. My father is an attorney and my mother is a language teacher, so they instilled this passion in me. I also love using grammar in Toastmasters and the way we're able to correct one another. It's really an enabling environment for us to get comfortable with using new words and getting out of the normalcy of our regular vocabulary and learning how to speak more deliberately. So in today's show, I want to give a few pointers and examples of pitfalls that we need to avoid when speaking in Toastmasters. First of all, I'm going to tell you about run-on sentences. According to the official Grammar Girl, run-on sentence can be very few words, but characterized by fragments that are put together. Our own Arnie Buss coined the term anditis, which refers to putting many sentences together using the word and. Also can be used with so, but, and however. These are cases when a sentence there are cases when a sentence may be started with one of these words, but not in repetition to keep the thought going. Another pitfall is I would like to. This is often used in introducing a speaker or in transitioning in a thought. You, Carl, like to say, don't say I would like to, just do it. Right. Similarly, present without big Toastmasters no-no, and something you will never hear in this club. Another pitfall is modifying superlatives. A superlative is the highest degree of a descriptive word. An example would be excellent or unique as a superlative. There may be a tendency to want to augment the word by using the word very. An evaluator might want to say that a presentation was very excellent or the most unique. Neither of these is correct.
Well, okay, Mary, we thank you very much for the information you've given us so far. And I tell you that was a great talk, but I didn't want to sound like it was a superlative. So let me ask you a few questions for our audience here, and they can enlighten them more. For example, I have my pet peeves about certain grammatical mistakes, and one of my favorites is people use the word less when they mean fewer. Do you have any similar types of grammar mistakes you'd like to talk about here about Toastmasters?
Yes, well actually, in our club, we often struggle with subject-verb agreements, particularly in table topics where we don't know where the topic may be going. We can start out describing one idea and then moving into another thought, so this is something that we need to watch out for.
Okay, well, certainly wise advice on that one. Now, there are certain words and phrases which we discourage the use of in Toastmasters, even though grammatically they may be correct. For example, whatever this device was that used to be on top of this table, which is behind you right now, we refer to that as a lectern. Some people call it a podium, some people call it a rostrum. But technically, it's a lectern because the podium is a raised platform. Do you have some similar examples of that in Toastmasters or otherwise?
Yes, we have some similar examples particular to our Toastmasters Club, and that is to not say the word thank you at the end of a presentation. There's a temptation to want to end with thank you, whereas it is more proper to finish a presentation by saying Mr. Toastmaster or Madam Toastmaster to indicate that you have completed your thought. And it is actually us, the audience, who will be thanking you when we give you the applause, and that is our thank you to the speaker.
Now, Mary, do you have any examples perhaps of some really good grammar that people use, or grammarian all the time, And very often we hear about these great things because we've been so good.
It's true. We do hear excellent examples in this club. The presidential speechwriter William Safire said that ears are sloppy and eyes are precise. Accordingly, speech can be loose, but writing should be tight. That is not true in this club. We must speak very deliberately in this club because there are people listening, such as the grammarian is listening to me right now. Another great example I would like to give is the fact that our Toastmasters are creative with the word of the day. Sometimes there will be an adjective given and it can be used as an adverb. For example, if the word of the day were fervent and a Toastmaster used the word as fervently, that would be converting an adjective to an adverb. But as Oscar Wilde says, adverbs should be used sparingly. I also love the creative sentences that are often put together in these meetings. When doing table topics or presenting speeches, our Toastmasters often use very descriptive words in describing or painting pictures for us to see in their descriptions.
And we were running short on time, but to continue on a positive note, do you have anything else you'd like to add about grammar and the Toastmasters program?
Yes. To say that Toastmasters has improved my speaking is an understatement. I learn new things every day. I learned from speaking with you here today, and I have this recording to go back and listen to in order to improve my speaking further. So thank you for allowing me to be on your show.
Well, thank you for being here, Mary, and we'll be right back after this break.